Oh, I was just gonna give you an update on the airport if you want.
Sure.
So I think it was October 16th was the last time the airport came before us. I did receive a response, an email from them that day. Unfortunately, didn't fully answer my questions, but we had some back and forth, and this is essentially what I found out. So there, in the operating agreement between the commissioners and the airport, there is an obligation of the commissioners to provide $25,000 per year in a grant match. And so that's our obligation per the terms of the agreement. Now, obviously, this year, they've gotten a lot more than $25,000, right? They've gotten almost $150,000 just for the parallel taxiway project alone, as the local match. And then there's also the $800,000 that they received for the T-Hanger project. They're now calling that $800,000 a grant rather than a local match. And they're saying they could ask us for another $30,000 as the local match, which I find a bit concerning, because all of our requests for actions that came before us regarding that money, that 800,000 was framed as a local match. So I'm a bit disturbed about that, but I suspect there will be opportunities in the future to discuss it further. But beyond that obligation of the $25,000 grant match per year, they finally admitted that there is no obligation of the commissioners to provide additional money for a change order. And if ODOT they don't cover change orders, so there's no obligation for the commissioners to pick that up. Now, we voluntarily, it's a may, not a shall, we can pick up that amount if we want to. It says, per the terms of the agreement, they can request additional money beyond the $25,000, but there's nothing that forces us to do that. So I don't know. I don't know if that was ignorance that they thought there was and there wasn't, or if it was more willful. I don't know which one is worse, but at least we did kind of get to the bottom of that.
Okay. Well, thanks for your tough questions, and it's all good, and we'll all find out what it is. And every county runs the airport a little bit different. And I've been asking questions from other county commissioners, but I appreciate your due diligence.
Yeah, and I think one thing I'm kind of curious about is, by the end of the year, they will have received, I think, close to $1 million from the commissioners. And then are they going to go in January and say, oh, the terms of the agreement says you guys owe us $25,000 for this year? To me, it seems like that should, if we're going to give them $1 million in 1 year, we should be good for a while. And if there's voluntarily, if we want to provide more, that's an option. But I think that's something that we should be thinking about.